Chapter 1, Episode 1. A discussion with Carl Sagan. Feeling exhausted, I fell asleep in my comfortable bed. Soon after, I awoke in a bright cloud of light. Immediately, I sensed feeling and looking like my 25-year-old self, young and vigorous again. I could not see anything in the white cloud for a while, just observing this calm and beautiful, peaceful place. My subconscious mind started asking questions. Hello, is anyone there? Hello, yes, I am here. Well, what is your name? I cannot see you. You will remember me as Carl Sagan. Call me Carl. I will call you Thomas. Carl, you want to call me Thomas? Are you comparing me to the reflexology term that the blocked energy of the brain appears in the big toe mass of nerve cells? Or does this mean you want me to provide information to the masses? Highly sensitive people. I had in mind the spelling of Thomas, pronounced Thomas, not Thomas. But I do love the name Thomas and providing the information to the masses. I had in mind that you'll be providing information more specifically to the 880 million highly sensitive people who have recently been born on the planet Earth. So Thomas is what you want to call me. Do you mean like a doubting Thomas? A skeptic who does not believe in anything without having a personal experience of the concept. A person who does not believe in anything simply by faith. Thomas, yes, just like Thomas the Apostle, who did not believe in the resurrection of the Christ until he could first place his fingers in the wounds of the Christ. Your skepticism will be a wonderful tool and guiding light as we work through the big questions you have come to ask. Carl, are you the astronomer, cosmologist, and astrophysicist scientist who died in 1996 at the age of 62 after having written 600 papers and 20 books? Also, the person at NASA who worked out the trajectory of Voyager 1 and 2 spacecrafts that were launched in 1977 to bypass all the outer planets for the first time. The spacecrafts that went beyond the Sun's heliosphere to travel in the interstellar space between our Sun and the next star. Yes, Thomas. Let us go into my history during another discussion. Okay, Carl. Well, can you tell me what is happening to me? Am I dead? Why, yes. You have woken up in your death state. However, we call this your dream state connection between the subconscious mind and your superconscious mind. Your Homo sapien human spacesuit renter body is sound asleep in your bed. This means that your conscious mind or your left head mind brain is asleep while your subconscious and superconscious minds are still awake and working. The reason you can recall this conversation is that you've had many years of practice recording your dreams. Your subconscious mind resides in your heart brain and gut brain that pumps oxygen and nutrients through the blood and energy through the nerve and meridian lines to over 3 billion cells. Your right head mind is the direct connection with your heart and gut minds. Your heart, mind, or tesseract portal is your connection with your superconscious mind. Human spacesuit rent-a-body. Yes, you have woken up in your death state. However, we call this your dream state connection between your subconscious mind and your superconscious mind. Your Homo sapiens species, human spacesuit rent-a-body, is sound asleep in your bed. This means that your conscious mind, or your left head mind brain, is asleep while your superconscious and subconscious minds are still awake and working. The reason why you can recall this conversation is that you have had many years of practice recording your dreams. Your subconscious mind resides in your heart brain and gut brain that pumps oxygen and nutrients through the blood and energy through the nerve, meridian lines to over 3 billion cells. Your right head mind brain is the direct connection with your heart and gut minds. Your heart mind or tesseract portal is your connection with your superconscious mind. We call this your interstellar spacesuit rent-a-body. I normally wake up in the morning remembering my dreams and then write them down in my journal that I keep beside the bed. Yes, I recall you've been writing them down since you were 12, often as many as 3 dreams each morning. So how is it that I have woken up in my dream or superconscious mind having a discussion with you this time? A neuronautic lucid dreaming. The how of it is called lucid dreaming, a process whereby you are proactive in your dream state and can change the outcome of the dream. Mostly people do not record their dreams, nor have they established a 3-way conversation between their conscious mind, their subconscious mind, and their superconscious mind. Dreams are your answers to your prayers or requests, asking for information from your conscious mind. A neuronautics is the practice of navigating through your lucid dream state, and a neuronaut is a consciously aware traveler in your lucid dream state. You are an neuronaut as opposed to an astronaut who is a consciously aware traveler through gravity. Where do the answers come from? 4th dimension space-time, 5% matter. 5th dimension liminal space, 95% dark energy and dark matter. Carl Sagan. The source of your answers come from your superconscious mind, the 5th dimensional liminal space, record of your higher and finer energy self. This is your Akashic record, ether record, or your soul energy record. Your Akashic record is stored in the 5th dimensional liminal space of the 95% dark energy and dark matter universal record that exists at a level beyond the denser 5% matter of the universe at the 4th dimension space-time. All the stars you can see with your eyes and telescopes are still just the 5% matter of the universe. In your Western world, the 5% matter is described in mathematical equations that use only length, width, and height. This restricts understanding to only 3 dimensions, such as we find in a cube. In addition, our 3-dimensional bodies supposedly dwell in time. 3 dimensions plus time are described in the Western science world as the 4th dimension, space-time. Conscious mind, subconscious mind, and superconscious mind. Carl, do you mean the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and superconscious mind are like the image I used in How Your Mind is Like an Iceberg? Refer to the diagram below. Yes, it is. Let's also now talk about the 6th dimension, supernal space, and 7th dimension, eternal space. The superconscious mind section includes the environment that the body exists in, which includes the 4 elements of earth, water, air, and sun radiant energy. The 5th dimension element includes ether and the liminal space. Ether is the term we use to include the 95% of the universe of dark energy and dark matter that is difficult to measure with a 4th dimension machine. The 6th dimensional supernal space is the area within the universe that communicates with the 7th dimension external space, which is eternal space. The 7th dimension is the eternity or source energy that the universe resides in or floats in. Carl, are there any traditions or mathematics that go beyond the Western scientific concepts of 4th dimension space-time? Dark energy, 72%, and dark matter, 23%. Yes, space-time is the limited, measurable thinking of modern Western scientists like Stephen Hawking and others. In the Ayurvedic tradition of India, reflexology tradition of Egypt, and acupuncture tradition of China, from at least 5,000 years ago, they have all included ether as the 5th dimension. The 5th dimension of either 5-pointed stars is the ether or energy in the 5th dimension. Ether explains the 95% of the universe that Western scientists are called dark energy 72% and dark matter 23%. Refer to the graph below. So Carl, are you saying our Western scientists are fairly good at measuring the 4th dimension of space-time? I'm at present having a conversation with you via a lucid dream in the 5th dimension by linking my individual subconscious mind with yours and my superconscious minds. We are assessing the superconscious record of the universe's Akashic energy record and my soul's Akashic energy record. The conversation of total energy, first law of thermodynamics. Yes, Thomas, I draw your attention to the work of Emile Chatelet, 17th of December 1706 to 10th of September 1749, who was a French natural philosopher and mathematician. Amelia proposed and tested the hypothesis for the conservation of total energy as distinct from the momentum of energy, that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Rather, it can only be transformed or transferred from one form to another. Albert Einstein, 14th of March 1879 to 18th of April 1955, also stated in his first law of thermodynamics that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another. Thomas, this means that you have existed as a piece of energy at the time of the Big White Bang from at least 13.7 billion years ago. Your energy record has simply transformed into a piece of matter as a human spacesuit rented body called Robert Wilson at this time. Torus is the name of your interstellar spacesuit rented body you use to travel in the fifth dimension. Akashic record, karmic record. Carl, I have become aware of quite a few of my karmic record past lives, all dating within the last 180,000 years of my inherited DNA patterns. Do you mean I could have lived in the Homo erectus period that existed for 8 million years? Wait a minute. Are you saying I could have existed and observed the creation of our sun and planet Earth about 4.5 billion years ago? Carl, I'm already feeling myself looking down and observing the universe as you can do with Google's space maps. Grand Torus Energy Experiment. Yes, Thomas. Could you take a moment and go through your subconscious mind into your superconscious mind? Can you imagine shrinking the whole universe to the size of a pea while it sits in the palm of your hand? Can you now experience yourself as external to the whole universe? Thomas, we call this experience of being external to the universe the seventh dimension, eternal space. Do you remember that in the Jewish tradition from about 5,000 years ago, they used the six-pointed Star of David? The center point on the star represents source energy or eternity as the seventh dimension external to the universe. The fifth point on the Star of David represents the ether or the 95% of the universe. The sixth point on the Star of David represents the sixth dimensional supernal space area close to the big black hole portal and connection to the divine area of source energy. This will be further discussed in Chapter 3. The shape of the energy that you are seeing holding the universe together is called Torus. It is magnetic energy in the shape of a donut or apple. Hence we call our universe the Grand Torus Energy Experiment. In the book of Genesis, Adam and Eve left the Garden of Eden existence as an encompassing experience by eating an apple or Torus energy to enter our Torus-shaped universe for a duality experience. This is quite an expansion of my conscious mind of the fourth dimension, where I can only see the 5% matter or atoms of the universe. With my subconscious mind and superconscious mind, I'm able to comprehend the skin of the universe, incorporating the rest of the 95% energy, dark energy 72%, and dark matter 23% of the universe, floating in source energy or eternity beyond the universe as a seventh dimension. Carl, these concepts are quite a bit to comprehend in just our first conversation. Yes, Thomas. The Western scientists are stuck in the fourth dimension thinking. So for our next meeting, could you please summarize this talk from how you have experienced these dimensions? This is to be like a story with clues. It will be a confirmation for the highly sensitive people on Earth at present that the fifth dimension is real, even though your modern Western scientists are not talking about these dimensions. We do not want you to try to prove anything to convince Western scientists. Rather, we just want you to document your experiences like this one that you're having with me in your lucid dreaming state. Please write this down on your awaking within your human body. The second piece of homework is to observe as many as possible examples of torus energy and toroidal energy fields. Dyslexia. Carl, do you think I'm the right person to do this for you? I have lived in the body of Robert Wilson as an accountant for 40 years. My mathematical knowledge only extends to the debits must always equal the credits, as in bookkeeping. Plus, I was dyslexic as a child and am still a slow reader and writer. Thomas, do not worry about that. We'll be showing you what to write. You have been selected because you are not in the scientific world and will not be sacked for reporting about the areas beyond space-time. During my last lifetime on Earth, I spent a lot of time trying to expand the scientific profession's awareness of the universe beyond the current measurable fourth dimension. Alas, I must say, to not much avail. Carl, okay, I trust you. I can see you now clearly. You look so young and starry. Carl, thank you for the discussion. I look forward to talking with you soon. I'll write this down on awaking and find examples of torus energy in my 5% world of matter. Now I can sense a rushing and falling feeling as I contract back into my dense, earthly, human spacesuit renter body. Wake up. Wow. What an experience. Let me write this down. My action plan. Listen to my dreams, intuition, and meditations, write them down, and then apply the knowledge. Refer to the definitions and worksheets.